Okay, we're gonna review conjunctions today because you've already done some of them, but before we go further, I want you to review them so that you feel comfortable moving forward next week. So make sure you have out a new Cornell Notes. It's titled Conjunctions, and you have your essential question: what purpose do conjunctions serve in a sentence? Remember, this time you're looking for the purpose. All right, so let's review. The first type of conjunctions are coordinating conjunctions. And these are the fanboys. Go ahead and write this down. Make sure you have the fanboys title, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, and that they are coordinating conjunctions. Their purpose is to combine two complete thoughts, or two complete sentences is what that means. So make sure you have this information written down. When you're ready to continue, go ahead and press play again. All right, so for example, Monet will always do her work, and I will give her a good grade. And combines the complete sentence, Monet will always do her work, and the complete sentence, I will give her a good grade. That's what coordinating conjunctions are used for, combining two complete sentences. Angelina wants a watermelon lollipop, but I only have grape left. Two complete sentences combined. So now it's your turn. Show me that you know how to use the coordinating conjunctions. Create a sentence for each of these fanboys: and, but, or. So one sentence for and, one sentence for but, and one sentence for or. When you're ready to continue, go ahead and press play. All right, swabby. Make sure you have this information written down. Remember that swabby is since, when, after, because, if. Swabbies are subordinating conjunctions. Their purpose is to join two complete thoughts into one. Again, that's similar to a fanboy, but it's not quite the same because they can be in the beginning or the middle of the sentence. And they're subordinating conjunctions. So they make part of the thought, one of those two complete thoughts, a subordinate or a dependent thought, meaning that one thought cannot exist without the other thought. When you're done writing this down, go ahead and I'll show you what I mean. So, because Christine didn't tie her shoes, she fell on her face. So, when you attach because to Christine didn't tie her shoes, you then absolutely need the next part of the sentence, she fell on her face. If you just had because Christine didn't tie her shoes, that's not a complete sentence. Without because Christine didn't tie her shoes is a complete sentence. But when you add because, this whole part of the sentence then becomes a dependent clause or a dependent sentence, meaning it depends on this part, she fell on her face, to make a complete whole sentence. I can't eat that cake since Jackie covered it with hot sauce. Since Jackie covered it with hot sauce is a now subordinate or dependent clause. It needs the I can't eat that cake part. So your turn. Create a sentence for each of the swabbies: when, after, and because. These can be at the beginning or the middle of the sentence. So whatever you would like. When you're done creating those sentences, go ahead and press play. And finally, thamo. You remember thamo. Therefore, however, also, meanwhile, and otherwise. Make sure you have this information written down. Thamos are conjunctive adverbs. Their purpose is to show the relationship between two complete thoughts. So they're not necessarily connecting them, but they're showing the relationship. And these can come at the beginning, middle, or end of each sentence. When you're done writing this down, press play again. So for example, Mariella was doing iReady. Meanwhile, Reynold was jumping with glee. These two seem unrelated, but because of the word meanwhile, we know that Reynold was jumping with glee at the same time Mariella was doing iReady. That shows the relationship between them. We know that they were happening at the same time. Elena rarely has zeros. However, she doesn't seem to be in a hurry to fix her late work for this week. Okay, so this shows a contrast here. You can also put the however at the end of the sentence. Elena rarely has zeros. She doesn't seem to be in a hurry to fix her late work this week, however. All right, so you can always move these around, beginning, middle, or end of the sentence.
Layham, please come to the office. James, Layham, to the office.
So now it's your turn. You're going to pick one thamo. You get to choose whether it's therefore, however, also, meanwhile, and otherwise. So you can pick one of those, just one, and then write an example using it in the middle, and then write another example using that same word at the end, just so I know that you know how to create sentences where you can use them in the middle and the end. All right, so we are going to do some examples, so go ahead and watch while I do some no red ink examples. It'll be really quick since you've done these before. Let's start by identifying fanboys. So you're just highlighting the coordinating conjunction. Either Keira Knightley will walk the dog this afternoon, or I will have to do it later tonight. I see that or, I see it's connecting two sentences, so I'm going to submit my answer. Alright, so exact same as before. Let's try identifying swabbies real quick. Matthew Perry dislikes tomatoes because he thinks they are slimy. Well, which word is my swabby? See, because. So click on because. Yep. Just like before. And let's do thamo really quick. Kirsten Dunst loves to drink tea. She, therefore, makes herself a cup before bed every night. I see my thamo word, therefore. Alright, so exact same. It's just a little bit of review before going on to next week where we start to do a little bit more with them. So go ahead and finish this up. Make sure to summarize your Cornell notes at the end in a good summary that really explains what you learned.